Aoki-san. Aoki from NHK. I'd like to ask a question about border enforcement measures. The government, for entry of foreigners, depending on their situations, decisions are taken on a case-by-case basis, but the business community as well as students are asking for opening of the border measures. Is there any room for reviewing the current framework of border enforcement measures by the end of February? Well, as for response to Omicron variant, the government has the most stringent border enforcement measures among G7 countries to minimize the entry of Omicron variant into Japan to secure enough time to respond. As for border enforcement measures, because the infection rate was so different between Japan and overseas, and there was not sufficient knowledge, scientific knowledge accumulated about this variant, for the immediate measure, we are to maintain the framework of the border enforcement measures by the end of February. And as for new entry into Japan, we conduct an individual screening, and we are to take necessary measures based on humanitarian standpoint as well as national interest standpoint. Now, there's more knowledge about the variant being accumulated, so we will be looking at the infection situation both in and outside of Japan, as well as characteristics of the variant, and looking at the actual results of the border enforcement measures. We will take appropriate measures.